Well, hello. Welcome back to another episode of Greenhouse Town. We're in the summer of 17, staring right at the town center. Let's check out some of these stats here. So, our family balance is perfectly even. In our inventory, we've got a lot of dried mushrooms, got some potatoes, corn, cucumbers, wheat, watermelons, rice, and then flowers. So maybe we do something with the flowers. We could trade those. We could turn them into. I can't remember if perfume is in this mod pack or not, but um, the story of this town is the greenhouse situation, of course. Uh, but it is also, I think we're up to a point of expansion, really. We are up to a point of expansion out here to a new forester and maybe even another fodder farm at some point, and a lot of probably new settlement. It's time to get some new settlement in here. So, like I said, our population is nice and happy, balanced right now. But if we're going to get more workers, we need more housing for those workers. Our tool situation is at 105, our clothing is at 136, and our food is over 20,000, which is great. That's a really nice cushion for us. So I don't know, I talked about doing these more of these pods down along the way, and I do think that's a good idea. But I don't know if I want to do one over here or if I just want to put this in as city streets. I feel like this column makes sense to do as city streets, pretty much down to here. But maybe we do another pod of these country little houses like here, something like that. And I don't know what we want to put along the river, maybe more industrial buildings. We have a few up here, but we may need more of those down along this way. It's always tricky when you're trying to decide what do I want to do for realism's sake, for almost like aesthetics as compared to what I actually need for my town to function. It's a healthy balance. So we're gonna turn this into a lumber mill that's gonna be strictly for making firewood out here. And the one downtown, we will switch back and forth as needed when we need more lumber. But we have 270 lumber. I think in the last episode I talked about extending out the greenhouses a little bit more here. We also recently shut off the glass production because it was eating into our much needed firewood supply. The glass production uses firewood. We could actually switch that over to charcoal or coal, which is something else we might want to think about. Where could we put in a coal mine? Maybe we put an actual, like, not the in-ground coal mine, but maybe we put an actual coal mine out here. Do we want our workers going that far? Question mark. We could just bury one, throw it down in the ground somewhere just outside of the radius of the. Just put it right here, in fact. Just extend this road out and put it right here. Put a coal mine right here. I honestly don't hate that idea. So I don't like to do a ton of camera work like that if I can help it, but let's put, this would be Red Ketchup Mines Coal. No, that's a salt mine. Wait, it says iron quarry. That's the salt mine, I'm sorry. This one is rock quarry that can do stone, coal, or salt. That's what we want. And we'll spin it so that the environmental concern in me wants to say I shouldn't put it right up to the water supply, but I don't think that's how Banished works. I'll put it right there. It'll be nice and close. We'll be able to workers will have a nice close walk, and we can put storage here as well. Okay. Look at our housing. Why does it keep moving up there? Oh, okay, we're going the wrong direction on housing. Perfect. But it does help to have a new house in case you have a young family that can move into it, like these folks. Boom, boom. I'm not loving the... it looks like there's maybe 1 or 2 available couples. Not enough to get too bent out of shape about it. I think I'm just gonna put another 4-house pod in here with these country little houses. Is it these ones? That looks fine. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. But then we're gonna say pause, 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 and just build this one. And for roads, probably want a road that goes from these ones up to these ones up to there. I don't know what makes sense in this commons area, but maybe here's where we build a church. I know, pardon me, a cemetery. Maybe here's the cemetery. Well, that's kind of, no offense, but that's a waste of really close to the market area. Maybe we don't do that. Maybe we put the cemetery over here, because that's out of range. Be close enough. Or we put the cemetery up here. Is that in the... okay. Yeah. That's not bad. It's not bad. I kind of like that. Let's do that. The cemetery cannot be placed. Oh, maybe we double this road and start this cemetery here. Why is the door down here? Can I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay, we'll put it there. And we'll double up this road. Okay. Looking good. You brought me something? Grapefruit seeds, cabbage seeds. Nope, nope, nope. I will say, I don't really need food variety though, so I'm not too worried about it right now. Thank you. Let's go ahead and pencil in nomads. Yes, dude. Absolutely, I want nomads. I didn't even know I could get them with the Red Ketchup mod. I've probably played over 100 hours with this mod, and I've never had that happen. And you're here for it. And it's not even muted. How cool. Yeah, absolutely, I'll take them. And for those of you that might not be familiar with that mechanic, basically, these are people who wander into your town hall and they say, we'd like to join. So right now they're walking around with the house above their head because they don't have a place to live. But if you go through, sometimes you can find a house that has like a single person in it, and you can, like, these two houses are a great example. So you go down here to remove the structure, and you say you're going to remove the structure. Now that sounds pretty cruel, but just give it a second. And then I'll come back in here and I'll say, no, just kidding. I'm going to reclaim these. And now, see, this family moved in. 2 parents, 2 kids. And these 2 parents moved in here. And now we only have 1 person looking for a home. And that's interesting that a father and daughter moved in there. So this person should be okay wandering about. They should be able to stop in. But it's probably going to show that we need houses now that we have 32 families. So we can do that. We can give them that. Also, we want, gosh, this. I appreciate how thick the trees are coming in here, but I also need to remove them so I can put a row of houses there. I feel like I should do something in this area that's kind of housing but different. I don't know quite what yet, but all right, let's get 3 people. I mean, 4 people getting us coal. We'll set you on coal. We'll set, okay, that doesn't need fuel. Seems random and not correct. All right, we'll set you on firewood and give you 2 workers. Put the fuel limit up to 500. Give them another worker. Okay, we're up to 22,000 food. Go ahead and unlock this one. Looks like, I don't want to speak too soon, but it looks like we may have reached a little bit of stasis here with the, oh, an outbreak of mumps has occurred. Let me finish my thought before I deal with that. What I was trying to say is, I think we've reached stasis with our amount of fertilizer and water. Once we added these extra water towers. We have 4 water towers. These 2 producing fertilizer. Yeah, we have 1,400 fertilizers. So the fodder thatch turning into fertilizer is stable now. It's good. We'll go ahead and put somebody working in this one as well. Did the person get magically healed? No. Where are they? So adding nomads notoriously invites disease, so it's probably directly related to that. Okay. We won't build all of those right now, but we'll get started coming down this way. Maybe we put another pod down here soon. So what do we have? Take stock again. We have corn, wheat, cucumbers, potatoes, mushrooms, rice, watermelons, kale. I'm thinking something like turnips or carrots, something like that. Let's go turnips. What the heck? We reached our firewood amount? Let's go. That's pretty awesome. Go ahead and put another forester out here. It's going to be a long walk, but I believe in you. I did gather a little bit of firewood, but... Oh, you know what? I bet it's because we cleared so many trees. We cleared the trees for this area. We cleared the trees for this area. And I bet they just... The lumber mill was able to convert it faster. Works for me. Got silver ore here. Let's go ahead and switch them over to silver ore. Got coal there. Good deal. Making hide coats. 150 hide coats. Got our cemetery. That should help with, I believe, happiness of citizens. So what's going to happen now, when somebody dies, you'll see a headstone appear. And people will come and visit the headstone, and it helps their happiness. To remember their long-lost loved one. Okay, so we're getting a new house here. Okay, I really am happy about these cranking out food and not having the production woes that we had been having. That's makes me happy. Can also gather wild food in through here. It's just so hard for me not to do this. I know we have plenty of food growing, but it's like in my nature. Once an obsessive compulsive banished gatherer, always an obsessive compulsive banished gatherer. I don't really have OCD, and I don't mean to belittle people who do. The gathering tool gets addictive. Oh, here's some stone too. We need so much stone all the time. Part of why I like these houses is that they're just lumber. And some people might fight me on it, but lumber ultimately in this game is a renewable resource because you can replant. It kind of isn't in other contexts, but it kind of is here. Okay. Hopefully that will get used up. Get some of those. Did I mark this yet? Probably soon, if I didn't yet. Alright, we have a good bit of work going. We got 9 laborers. Let's check our housing balance again. Oh wow, we still need more housing. I'm trying to prevent, here I'll show you in the population graph. You see this? Boop, 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 boop. Nice gradual growth, and then a sudden burst. That's our nomad day, right? That's nomad acceptance. Everything burst up, and now we're grading up higher, which is fine. We're happy with that. But what we don't want is for it to be so high that then we get a drop off. We want a nice, long, slow, gradual rise in our population. If we build a bunch of houses, if I just run out and build all these houses that I have slated to build, we will get a baby boom that is not exactly what we want to see right now. There we go. There's somebody died. Let's see if they're in the cemetery now. There you go. First headstone. 1 of 15 graves. Isn't that cool? Like, just the sheer mechanic of that, I think, is so well done. Such a neat idea that they implemented in the game. We are storing some fodder thatch in the fodder barn. What? Oh, we still need more storage. Maybe I put a barn here? It's so I always feel weird using base game barns when there's all these unique things in this pack. There's one, is it the granary? Yeah. I like the granary because it stores food. It's a little bit different. I feel like maybe a granary right here across the street from all these could be really good because it'll save them from having to walk as far. And let's put a little road from here up past that. We might be able to tuck something little in here. You know what else we want to build? I keep forgetting about this. We want to build an apiary somewhere so that it can take advantage of all these flowers out here. We could probably put it here by the flax field. And it's going to take away a little bit of this fodder, but not enough to be noticeable. Saw that and thought it was a fisherman. I'm okay. Pineapple seeds. Not today. We're not accepting seeds. Thank you. Alrighty. I'm genuinely curious how much flax we have at this point. It's been a couple seasons through. Inventory. We have 581 linen. We have 1,356 cotton. 692 flax. So it's time to get to start converting that cotton into cloth. We are going to be the best dressed settlement in all of wherever we live. Let's go ahead and bump these both to 2,000. By the way, I typed right there. I typed and my mic didn't cut out. So take note, everyone who's keeping score at home. What else can we do with the food that we can produce at in the greenhouse? So I know somebody left a comment. By the way, thank you. There have been a couple of you that have been leaving comments on all these episodes, and I really appreciate it. It's so encouraging. And if you haven't commented yet, but you're watching and you're like, oh yeah, I'm enjoying the series, if you just let me know, that's super encouraging, and it makes me want to try more of these types of things, these challenge series. I don't know if this one's gonna go on super long because it feels like we kind of made it over the hump. We got through that initial early stage that I was worried about. We pretty much had to gather in the early stage. I thought about maybe removing the gatherer and only relying on the greenhouses, but at this point, I don't know how far we want to go with this to prove the point that you can do it. I don't know if there's a population point, but anyways, I want to take a look at these. Somebody had mentioned, you could use animal products like milk, but as I said in my comment back, I appreciate the suggestion, but if we do that, if we get cows, once the pen gets full, they're going to kill them and have beef. And I don't have any ethical stance about that. That's not my point. My point is only we want to rely on the greenhouses. That's what this challenge is about. So it's not that I don't want to have animals in that way. It's that I want to rely on the greenhouses as much as possible. So that kind of takes out the creameries. The butcher, there's nothing at the butcher that uses, it's all meat, right? It's going to be all steaks, roasts, chops, and poultries. Bakery, I think we already built a bakery. Yes? Somewhere? Bakery. Yeah, so we're already making bread at the bakery. We could build another bakery and do another recipe, which is definitely possible. I haven't looked at the output on the watermill. How much flour? Yeah, a lot. Enough. So then the water tower, the pond produces fish. The apiary will make us honey. So again, not something that is possible to produce in the greenhouse. So I think that's perfectly fine. Oh yeah, hops. I forgot we're going to build a tavern soon. Okay. I think what we'll do is in the next... Wait a minute. Where's the old barn pub? Huh. Okay, so there's a tavern. Old... I thought it was the old... What is it called? The... This is why you should only play one mod pack, because you'll go crazy with all these different options. I thought for sure that there was a pub in this set, but I do not see it, so it must have been Colonial Charter. Anyways, oops. Anyways, my point is that we will put in some, maybe a tavern in the next episode. So thanks so much for checking out this one. We survived a mumps outbreak. We got some nomads, so pretty fun overall. And we'll see where this leads us in the coming days. One thing I will say, hint, hint, foreshadowing, we're going to start turning the cotton into cloth, because that is a dang lot of cotton. All right, see you in the next one. Bye for now.